Come join myself and a group of amazing freedivers as we embark on this epic day of diving and exploring the underwater world of the Howe Sound region in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Good morning. So I'm out here today at Horseshoe Bay, the public dock actually for once, and not the ferry over there. So today I'm meeting up with a whole bunch of other divers. You'll recognize a few of them. And we're meeting up with Victor, who runs Pacific Northwest Expeditions. And I'm excited to come out. So thanks, Victor, for hosting us here. Should be a great day. The visibility, I was just looking over. Hopefully I don't drop my phone, or I'll have to go get it. The visibility looks great, but it's really hard to tell in the harbor sometimes. So I'm hoping when we go out there, it's going to be fantastic. There's not going to be any spearing or anything like that, especially where we are in the Howe Sound. But I think the spearing just closed, if not closes real soon, as of whatever day it is today. But yeah, it should just be a fun dive. I think we're hitting some shipwrecks. And yeah, I don't know what else is in store. So we'll meet up with everyone in a minute here. I'm here a bit early. I drive all the way from Chilliwack, so I'd rather get here a bit early and miss all the traffic. All right, guys, let's meet up with everyone now. Some people do yoga before a dive, and some pull out a skateboard. All right, so everyone's arrived. We're just suiting up and hopping on the boat. Victor gave the crew a quick safety brief, and then just in case, made sure us boys aren't hiding spear guns anywhere.
No spear fishing, guys. Chris.
The rule breaker over here. And with one final check of the gear, including Jeremy's fancy camera, we hit the water.
So the cool spot is, see the day marker?
Yeah.
Get as much as possible close to it. That's where the shallow part is. And then it gets very deep, but follow the reef down, facing that way, facing south. You don't need to go more than 15 or 20 meters. That's it goes down forever. Like it gets pretty deep, but that's the interesting part. Like this on this the marker, and then south.
Alright, so we just arrived at spot number 1. Just getting the boat in position, and we're gonna go for a dive. Beauty down. I'm excited. Let's go! Such a big thanks to Victor for taking us out. And if you're looking for an amazing day out in the water yourself, I'll put a link to PNW Expeditions in the description down below. So go make sure you check them out. This boat can hold up to 10 freedivers or 8 scuba divers, so you and all your dive buddies can fit. And as a very active diver himself, who also teaches scuba diving, Victor knows exactly where to put you, depending on what you're looking for. If you want to check out some fish, some amazing cliffs, or if you're into shipwrecks. And while I'm at it, I need to thank Diving Sports as well for hooking me up with all the best diving gear that allows me to go on so many of these fun dives. They have hands down the best selection of freediving gear in Vancouver, and they also have a wide array of scuba gear. And if you're looking to book a charter through them, you very well might be meeting Victor as well. And back to the dive. So this spot that we first stopped at was actually amazing. As you've seen there, I was actually shocked when I looked in this hole and seen an octopus. So I shot back up and called some people over, and we dove down to take a look. This was about 12 meters down, so there's a little bit of a depth to hang out and look at him, but it was pretty cool to see his little tentacles deep down in this dark hole. So right in front of the octopus cave, there is a diver's mask, which I think is hilarious. Let's go back down and take a look. So I didn't notice this on my first drop down, but did you see it? So my years of trash cleanups have definitely made me see stuff that most people don't see, and I thought this was hilarious, and I'm just imagining how this mask ended up right in front of this octopus den. Maybe the octopus came out and grabbed it right off of a diver. More likely, somebody accidentally dropped it, and maybe it just ended up there by coincidence, or the octopus thought it might have been something cool and just dragged it to its den. But this one octopus was by no means the only one. We also seen this one. So Chris spotted this one and called us all over, and this one was way shallower at maybe 4 meters deep. So every one of the people here got to check it out and take a good long visit. I dropped my camera here and put a bit of a time lapse on it. I think it's pretty funny because I think it's that gill right there, and you could just see it moving, breathing. I was hoping it was going to come out and I'd get some shots of it moving around, but it is what it is. On this trip here, Jeremy forgot his mask, right? So of a nice new one.
Sick. Oh, I like it.
Halcyon.
It's like an orange tint.
I think one of my favorite parts of some of these dive trips is actually the parts between the dives when we all get to chat and get to know one another. This next spot that we got to, I honestly don't know when the last time in BC I have had water clarity this good. The very top 10 feet or so, it was a little cloudy, but as soon as you drop below that, oh my, this visibility was unreal. At least 50 feet of visibility. It was just stunning, and I think this was my favorite spot of the day, just for that reason. And we also got a couple really cool group shots that I've been wanting to do for a long time. On this dive, I really wanted to focus on capturing some footage of other divers. You've all seen, if you watch this channel for a long time, me taking a million selfie videos diving down, but I really wanted to share my perspective when I'm watching other people dive with no cameras in their hands. It's just a really cool experience, and with visibility this good, I think I got a couple pretty cool shots of other divers. This group shot that I'm going to show you next year was hands down my favorite, and a shot that I really wanted to get for some time now. And you have to remember, we're all freediving here, even me filming on the bottom. So here, I dove down about 12 meters and watched as the whole group, led by Chris, while holding his 360 cam, dove down, and all in sync here. It was just so cool seeing this many freedivers all together in one shot. Not very often do you get the visibility in our cold BC waters to be able to do stuff like this. Thanks to all the divers that made this shot possible. I'm also going to make sure I put a link to Chris's video down below, because his 360 shot of that shot was super cool. But yeah, like I said though, this visibility was amazing, and I wanted to film each of the divers, and I think I got almost everybody. I'm sure I missed one or two people, just because all of these wetsuits, they look so similar while you're diving. I think 3 of the girls had black suits that were very similar to one another. Yeah, underwater here was just stunning. I think Chris said it in his video, it's like swimming on the moon. The feeling of no gravity and just these canyons with these rocky bottoms. It must be what space travel is like.
We're at the Annapolis now, and yeah, it's a shipwreck. So let's go down and take a look at it.
What was that you said?
Operation Penetration. More lube, more fun.
So you're probably wondering what she's talking about. And when it comes to diving, going into a shipwreck is called penetrating a wreck. And without the proper certifications, you do not want to be doing this while you're scuba diving. And it's very dangerous while freediving. So we were kind of joking at a safety briefing before that we are not going to be penetrating this wreck, especially due to the depth that it is at. The top of this, we had really shallow water. The tide was out, so it was about 13 meters to the top of the smokestacks. But on the bottom, I believe it drops down to close to 30 meters. So we're not going to be penetrating this wreck at all. And the second part of that is to get into these freediving suits, you need to use some sort of lube because of the open-celled construction of these suits. So, as far as freediving goes, more lube, more fun. This massiveling here just did not care. We came right up to him, and he was not fazed by us by the slightest. He has definitely been used to scuba divers and freedivers coming and checking him out, and he knows that he is safe here. So just a reminder, there is no fishing here whatsoever. And I think this was my favorite still shot of the day. So this is the helipad and hangar area of the ship. And I've been told that for its 10-year anniversary, they're thinking about sinking a helicopter. So that would add to this dive, and that would be so cool to see, diving around the blades of a helicopter. Yeah, that's something that I need to come back to once they get that in the water. So we're all heading off. It's really nice to meet everyone. And Chris and I are going to do a quick little dive at the dock here, but I'm saying goodbye for now.
We'll see you around.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah. So nice to meet you. Yeah. Bye.
And one more time, a big thanks to Victor for having us out, and thanks to Jeremy for arranging all this. Until next time, guys, take care.